Welcome to Be Free RV and our working Wednesdays. Today I want to talk about lubrication. And no, I'm not talking about KY jelly. I'm talking about lubricating your slides. I haven't seen anywhere how often you should do this. I kind of do it every time, or almost every time we move. So we've been parked here 27 days, tomorrow will be 28 days. So I figure I've been sitting out in the sun and the sand. You look behind us, you can see the campground's all dirt, so all the blowing dust has gotten all these channels. So I pretty much do this when we get ready to leave after we've parked for like 3 or more weeks. So the way I do this is I just take a damp rag and I wipe it down. Just to get some of the dirt and dust out. So when you read your manual, it says you should use a dry lube. I have used, this is a slide out dry lube specifically for these. I've used this. This one here goes on, you have to let it set for 2 hours. This one kind of goes on a little heavy. And if I spray it, it kind of soaks this whole thing and then it has to sit for 2 hours to dry. So I don't know how much of a dry lube it is if it's going to sit in the dirt and dust for 2 hours. Now I was told by a Grand Design RV tech that CRC is the better lube to use. And he recommended not using the green bottle, the dry lube, but using the red bottle, which is the multi-purpose lube. And this is a wet lube. The tech said this lasts longer than the dry lube does. But again, I do it every 3 weeks, so I don't think it really matters if I'm using a wet or a dry. So we'll start with the dry lube on this one here, and then we'll use the wet lube on the larger slides. So let's go ahead and get this slide done. One thing I wanted to add, if you've got this on your camper, get rid of it. It's the worst thing you put on any of your slides or anything on your camper because it's going to attract all the dust and suck it right in. So you got WD-40, get rid of it, unless you want to keep it using like your car doors and stuff. But if you already have the CRC lube, you might as well just keep using that on everything you've got. Now this lube to me is a little messy. I just maybe go ahead and shake them up. Maybe we won't use this lube. It's not working. You press that all the way down in, it does nothing. Alright, so let's cancel using the dry lube because this can's not spraying at all. The stop's broken. Sounds like it would work, but always something, right? So instead we're just going to use the CRC red can lube, and everybody's going to scream and holler, need to be use the green one. But I trust the Grand Design tech I talked to. So once I spray it on, I just wipe off the little excess off the bottom. Inside here there's also your wheel. So I just give that a quick squirt. That wheel runs across this bottom track here. So like I said, I give them a quick wipe down with a damp rag, and then I just spray the lubricant back onto it, and I cut the wheels in here, and that one's ready to go. Alright, so there's 2 ways to get to the tops. You can climb up on the roof and lean out over, which I've done in the past, which is a pain in the butt. Or if you have a ladder, you put your ladder here, you just climb up and spray them, which now that I actually own a ladder, I'll put my ladder here and reach up and get those done. It's the hardest part of the whole job. So now let's do the fun slides to get to. So these are my main slides, the hydraulics. Again, damp rag. Just give them a quick wipe down. And then take the lube and just hit the bottom of it. Now you also want to make sure you hit a little bit in here to get to that motor. And that's really all there is to maintaining your slide out slides, whether it's Schwintex, your hydraulics. You want to keep these things lubed. Like I said, I do it every 3 to 4 weeks, depending how often we move. If I'm just like in a campground for a week after I've done it, I don't do it. I wait till like I said, at least every 3 weeks. It might be way too often, might be not enough. I've never had a tech tell me one way or the other. Never seen anything online for how often you should do it. But like I said, that's what I do. My slides don't squeak, they go in straight. And I think that's what really matters. So as always, I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching Be Free RV, and I hope to see you all on the road.